So these are the detent springs from the top of the gearbox. This one is that one. Now I think that one, it's slightly shorter than the other one, is that one. And that one there is that one. So this is the reverse gear, and that came out by turning it like that, and then sort of in there and then out like that. So this is removing second gear. Can't really see much, but it comes out from the back there like that. So it goes in and back like that. And this is third and fourth, which lifts and slide over. You have to pop it off the ridge, a bit tricky, and then out. So it goes with those ridges, goes in and then down. Yeah. So I'm just dismantling the gearbox, and I thought it'd be worth showing a little video of how I'm doing that, because to get the main shaft out, just following the Haynes manual, you have to remove this big bolt here, which holds on the, I think it's called the lay shaft, and this is the main shaft. You don't have to take out this retaining clip here. That's for the bearing race. Those three can stay in, but you do have to remove these 4 bolts here to remove the bell housing, so you can actually get to the main shaft from that section there. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm just going to try and remove. Okay, so it was a bit weird, a bit tricky, because when I removed the bell housing, which is this part here, it comes away complete with this section of the main shaft. But to do that, it pulls away this cog too. So that comes off at the same time. So that is where that goes, and you can see the synchro mesh in there quite clearly. No, it doesn't seem to be in too bad condition. But that's where we are. Right, so I removed the main shaft, which is now loose. I mean, I did it. It doesn't say on the Haynes manual to do it this way, but I removed the reverse gear first, which is this over here. That's inside the bell housing, and that is just on the back face of the bell housing with a little key in it, so it only comes out that way. So I just tapped that, and it came out, and the gear came off of that inside the bell housing. So that's how I did it. And then I've taken a brass hammer and just, this is per the Haynes manual, tapped that until it came out. So now it's quite heavy, but there it is, out. Just going to move things up slightly. And there we are. So interestingly, oops, I don't know if that, I don't know how it works at the moment, but that's quite loose. I mean, very loose, but probably it's supposed to be. But we shall soon find out. I saw that some of the teeth on one of those cogs was quite worn, which I think is the yeah, here, look, there. Pretty worn on that, I would say. They're quite high there, but they're just knackered. And I would say that's the second gear selector, or part of the synchro mesh, I don't know. But the teeth are a bit knackered. Okay, so I'm just looking through the components of the main shaft here, and I'm not sure, I think this might be second gear, but the teeth, the outside teeth are fine. The inside, I think they're the synchro mesh teeth, are quite worn. On this section here, most of it seems okay, really. If I take out these teeth, don't look too bad. And if I take out the other side, these are sort of the same. They seem pretty good. But then when we go onto the main shaft here, all of these seem to be okay. I mean, the teeth look alright on there, on the main cogs. But here, again on the synchro mesh, in the light, they are, I think, yeah, they're quite worn. Otherwise, this synchro mesh, which I think is third and fourth, has all the flat springs still in it. The cogs look pretty good. The tapered edge looks pretty good, both sides. Yeah, looks pretty good. I just need to check which way round it goes back on, because I think those two cogs, these ones, are smaller than those ones. I'll check, I think it's that way around. So finally managed to get the third and second gears off the main shaft here, which was a real pain in the arse, because it had this split pin which is around there, and it's very, very difficult to get out without the right tool. So I've a bit knackered it slightly by doing it. So it goes around that line there. Anyway, so I've managed to get the rest of the gears off, and I had to do that because the synchro on second, it was knackered, as you can see. So in doing that, and I've read about it and heard about it on the internet, there's there's a single part collar in here, which actually later on was upgraded to a two-part thing, because it kept breaking like this. But strangely enough, this is a single, or was a single, and it's broken true to form. So that is part of my problem, I would say. So I need to replace that, I need to replace that, and I think that's about it. So I've laid out all of the components to the main shaft of the gearbox. So this is the back, direction rear wheels, and this is okay, I would say. That looks pretty good. That's fine. That's the first, second synchro mesh. This here isn't very good, which I think is I can't remember, that's the second or third gear. Anyway, that one there is knackered, so I need to buy that. This collet here is also snapped, true to form, so I need to buy another one of those. That looks fine. Third, fourth looks fine. That looks fine. So the only two things, that and that. So I've got as far as I can with the gearbox today. So I've boxed it all up to keep it all, dry, because there are so many bare metal parts in there, bearings and stuff like that. So I'll have to order the right parts for it now, and the rest of it's over there. I mean, of course, I could keep cleaning this up and stuff, but I'll do that another time. So I started on the bulkhead. I took a photograph of that earlier to show it all together. But I've started, well, I took the heater matrix off and the blower, all of which are over here. Oh, that's a lot of sun. So yeah, the matrix has got like quite rusty bits there, so the blower has. Matrix seems alright, we'll have to see. New pipes obviously, and there's the brake and clutch assemblies, and just small bits there, accelerator and stuff. So yeah, just started to take this apart. That's it from that side. It's pretty rusty in certain parts. Down here, pretty rusty. But I've seen a lot worse, that's for sure. Around here you can see on this side it's a bit worse. You can see they've got these cutouts here on these footwells for the brake and the clutch assemblies there for left and right hand drive vehicles. So they just make one bulkhead obviously, or made one bulkhead. But yeah, they're covered up by these plates which are now rusting. But yeah, so it needs new footwells because of all the rust. And I'm just trying to get some of this tar off. It stinks of solvent in here at the moment, so I've just been trying to get this tar off, which I put in to stick on the soundproofing. But yeah, I got all those parts off there as well.